Hello, everybody. We are the Geeks and Degenerates. I am Enzo. This is my forever co-host, John. And today we wrap up our, Creature Feature Week with Godzilla 2014. Question is, how were you? I think this really is the first video of Godzilla we ever did. So how did you get introduced to the big lizard?
A little bit disappointing, but I got introduced to Godzilla with the 1998 Godzilla.
Oh, Matthew Broderick's?
Yeah.
Mr. Ditopoulos Taka. I don't know. Nick Papaticus.
Him. Yeah, the very American, very skinny lizard version of Godzilla that doesn't breathe fire.
Yeah.
That's my first introduction. I was a child. I didn't know any better until I heard, this is the actual real Godzilla. He's a little bit chunkier.
Yeah.
He has a little bit more mass to him. So, yeah. I loved it that America kind of took that concept and put it in, and I was like, yeah, you don't need to fix anything that's not broken, you know? And seeing the trailer for it, I was like, oh my god. I can't wait for that shit.
Right. For me, yeah, like you, my introduction to the big lizard was 98's Godzilla, where it's honestly not the best. It's impressive for filmmakers to make a movie about a 10-foot, 20-foot tall lizard, and you're just like, I don't care about anyone or anything. I'm just here to see the guy from Pink Panther be French.
I don't think that thing was 20 feet.
Or how tall is it? 30? I don't care at this point.
No, it's very tall. I don't know. You know how to use a ruler?
You know what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't exist anymore. It's fine.
Okay.
I also remember trying to copy Jurassic Park 1 with the raptor scene with the baby Zilla. So we're like, oh, I see what you're trying to copy.
Yeah, it kind of ran that one too.
And so I saw the Japanese version because my friend and I used to play this Godzilla game where you made Godzilla fight other monsters with other players.
I had that too. The PS2 one.
Yeah, if you time the atomic breaths correctly, you can just match it, and you have to.
Yeah, and then you have to fight. Such a good game.
Yeah, so fun. And then I remember the hype around this because Bryan Cranston was in this, and this is my first Bryan Cranston anything, which is unfortunate because I'll tell you later on. But
yeah,
later on that year in 2014, I started watching Breaking Bad, and I was like, oh, that's why everyone was so excited. Jesus Christ. But for the trailer, I was like, why is everyone raving about this guy? And I still didn't get my answer at the end of the movie. But yeah, did you start Breaking Bad at the same time this came out?
No, I kind of started Breaking Bad a little late. But I knew about Bryan Cranston. I liked him in Total Recall, but all I know is... Okay, yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Okay, fine. But yeah, I got excited for Bryan Cranston versus Godzilla.
I knew him from Argo, and that's about it. I was like, oh, the CIA guy. Cool.
Yeah.
And again, Pacific Rim, it starts in the Philippines. Because I remember watching it in the theater, I was like, they're speaking Tagalog. Huh.
Yep.
And you see Ken Watanabe as Dr. Serizawa and Sally Hawkins as Vivian, and you're like, I wonder if they will ever develop the humans as much as they have in the past. Apparently not.
Nah.
No. And then you see Bryan Cranston, Joel, I believe his name is, and young Ford, and he's having a birthday, but Joel has to go with his wife to the nuclear facility because there's some weird things going on. They're like, we don't like that because it's nuclear, and we can't have that again because...
And I know that this is based in, say, the 90s.
Yeah.
But you could clearly tell that this was inspired by the Fukushima tragedy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oof.
And then you get the sad bit where the wife has to run out and Cranston's just waiting, but he realizes oh, if I wait any longer, I'm gonna kill everyone. So he has to close the door and they say goodbye, and I was like, I thought I was watching Godzilla, not some
heartbreaking Chernobyl-esque fucking shit.
Some fucking drama about an earthquake. I thought this was Godzilla, goddammit. And then we cut forward 2 years later where Ford is already a Marine. He is going back home to his wife Elizabeth Olsen, and this being the first time I saw Elizabeth Olsen, I was like, oh, she pretty.
She purdy. Doesn't help that later on they're gonna be brother and sister.
Right? You're like, ew.
Ew.
Hey, again, for the human characters in this movie, you're like, for this one at least, I'm like, you know what? I kind of care. They seem nice.
Like this one was okay. I kind of like this one. It's not Planet of the Apes equivalent of character development, but it's fine.
Yeah. And then Ford has to go back to Japan because Joel has been captured or arrested because he keeps going back to the spot because he's like, I know it's not nuclear. And he's proven right after when they go to the same spot. Like, yeah, we can breathe the air. They're not telling the truth, and they're arrested and brought to the nuclear facility where Ken Watanabe is, and they're like, this guy keeps breaking in, and he has tapes, and he knows we're full of shit. And Dr. Sarazawa was like, oh, that's bad. Okay.
Alright.
And we get...
But the man just pretty much just wants answers to why his wife died.
Yeah, we get the trailer lines of like, you're lying to us! My wife died here! And like, oh cool, I can't wait to see what happens next. And you see the thing inside the cocoon like fluctuate the electricity. And I was like, I could have sworn Godzilla was mostly atomic, not electric. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, could have sworn Godzilla's arms were a little bit smaller. Could have sworn he doesn't look like a bat.
Yeah, like, and that's not Godzilla. What?
Yeah, it's like the Muto. It's one of the bad guys.
It's like, is it in my, is it my eye? Oh god.
It's Muta, you fuck.
Oh, so I can't even get that right. Fuck. But no, it's this weird as walking EMP. Like, my think it's just Godzilla. What am I watching?
Hey, okay, look, we saw it in the trailer, right? He fought these two bad things. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so it goes rampaging in the lab, and it takes Bryan Cranston's life. And we're like, wait a minute.
No, first he's in the...
Dr. White was gonna go up against Godzilla here.
No, first he's in the helicopter and they're like, oh, we're losing him. And you're like, they're not. They're not gonna kill the guy we always saw in the trailer, right? And then here, zip, you're like, oh, he's in the body bag. Okay.
Yep, he didn't make it.
And you're like, well, I'm disappointed. So, what now? Ken Watanabe does give an interesting history of like, oh, remember the nuclear tests in the 50s? They weren't just doing that to like have a dick measuring contest between America and Russia. They're trying to kill Godzilla. And you see, again, like Guillermo del Toro, Garrett Edwards, who's the director, does a pretty good job of showing the scope of Godzilla, because you see its dorsal fin and you're like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ.
I don't even think it's a fin, it's spikes.
Spikes?
It's just spikes. It's not. There's nothing useful about them. Just intimidation.
And just clearly, not even a bit of it is just reaching the water. You see, it's a massive back. You're like, Jesus Christ! I never knew Godzilla was this big.
Damn, that's just its spike.
Yeah.
It's about the size of an island. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I love that. I really do like that. Like, and they don't show much of Godzilla. Here's the biggest gripe that this movie authorized is that it didn't show Godzilla enough. It's focused on the person traveling from Japan all the way back to the US while in the midst of these three fucking titans fighting.
Yeah.
And you don't see majority of it. You get it from his perspective.
Yeah.
Like, he's in the train, you see that fucking thing pass by, and it attacks like Godzilla, and then you don't see it again.
That airport scene is so fucking cool when you see the things explode and you see it, boom, Rick. Fuck.
I'm like, oh God, I'm not getting on a plane.
You hear the people like panicking because the Muto is just destroying the planes, and then you see them be like, ah! Fuck. What the fuck is that?
It's like the big boy came. I'm like, shit.
And you're like, alright, it's about to go down, and you see it on the news. I'm like, is it happening in real time on the news? I kind of want to see it fight.
No, it was like over. They kind of show the aftermath.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I wanted to see monsters fighting, but the fact that like it kind of like skips that part and shows the aftermath kind of gives us free roam to imagine what the fuck happened.
Like we're literally ants among these titans that are from a millennia ago. Like, oh, okay, I feel insignificant now.
Yeah, and I love that scene. We don't see it, but again, like this special ops team comes in and they're like checking like all the radioactive waste and they're like, is it still there? Is it still there? And then one is just missing. And it's moving its way towards Vegas. I'm like,
well,
that's freaky.
The people in the casino was like, is that today? Oh shit.
Oh my guy's like, that's crazy. The roof comes off. I'm like, oh.
Like, again, you just see these Marines go from city to city, and you're like, I'm kind of not attached, but at the same time, I'm kind of rooting for Aaron Taylor Johnson to make it out. Kind of.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the few bomb defusal guys, right?
Yeah, he's like an IED guy, and he's the only one who knows how to, like, rig this ancient nuclear bomb that they have.
Yeah, because they can't make it the way they do because it's the thing's a walking EMP. So they're like, oh, well, that puts us out for the worst.
Yeah, they can't do it remotely. They gotta do it analog. Yeah. And I'm like, all right. And I kind of like it though. Like he goes up and he's like, hey, I can defuse bombs and stuff. I want to help. And he just joins this team.
Yeah.
Randomly, like they gave him all of his gear. I don't know if that's a thing.
Neither do I. I don't know how the U.S. Army works, especially when they're facing kaiju. Who knows?
Probably. But yeah, I like the train scene.
Yeah.
I really like the train scene.
I also... Oh, the train scene when it's at night and the Marines are going from place to place.
Yeah, yeah. And then, like, oh, we gotta check if there's, like, a blockage. We'll go ahead. And then, like, this thing just comes out of nowhere. Like, it's underneath the tracks. And I'm like, start running. I don't know how you were able to coordinate. But, like, those are tracks. There's, like, a huge gap in the middle.
I mean, they're Marines. They have those tire things they train on. So I guess their footing's fine.
I guess so.
And then they move on to Godzilla, and then we get the speech from Dr. Sarazawa of like, oh, the arrogance of man is that we think we can control nature, but in reality we're always under its mercy. And like the Admiral's like, what do we do to them? Let them fight. Like, oh, okay.
Okay. I bring out my camcorder.
The one bus driver in the... What do you call the bridge in San Francisco? The Golden Gate Bridge? Where when Godzilla's attacking, the Marines are like, don't move. And the guy's like, fuck that. He just starts going forward.
I would have done the same thing.
Me too. I was like, you know what? I'm not paid enough to just sit by while a massive what the fuck is destroying this bridge.
Yeah, you just see Godzilla go, like, people try and bomb the shit out of Godzilla right next to the bridge. And like, that's not safe.
Yeah. Again, just seems... Oh, early in Hawaii when they set up the flares and you see... Again... I love how they show the scale of Godzilla, whether it was with the flares or with the bridge.
Oh fuck, the halo jump. Like, no main character was on that halo jump. It was just a bunch of random Marines.
Yeah.
Or a bunch of random soldiers. And they're just jumping. You see a trail of red, and then clouds, and then just tail. And it's just like, this shit's too intense. I don't think I would have handled it.
The one scene, going back a bit, where all of a sudden it's already in the shelter and it's closing, and you see Godzilla be like, square up, fucker, and he just closes. Like, I kind of want to see that, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, damn it. It's teasing us.
Right? And then the Marines infiltrate the city with the bomb because they have to time it right because it already went missing. And the Mutos already have the sexy time. And Godzilla is the only thing that can bring balance. And you see them try to sneak past them. And you just see Godzilla come off the mist and start to roar, and it's so loud that it blows everything away. You're like, what the fuck creature is this?
And that roar was in the trailer, and they nailed it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a huge bass, and then you hear the roar. I'm like...
Rick, I was watching it in, I think one of the best theaters in BGC at the time, and it had really good sound system, so we're just like...
Oh! Just imagine watching it in 4D.
He's like, oh, fuck. That'd be annoying though with the mist coming out. You're like, I get it, it's a roar, but please stop blowing my fucking face.
I'm not gonna say anything.
And then as Godzilla's fighting the Mutos, you see a power it never had in American cinema, which is the atomic breath. It's just the TikTok of ah ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh,
But this time it's not gross. It's pretty cool. Even the Marines are like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, it starts to glow.
Yeah.
And say what you will, but a good build up to a good atomic blast or breath, means the world to us. Just him slowly just revving it up and then it coming out, I'm like, fuck off.
Right?
That's hot.
The way it kills the first Muto, where it hits it towards the building and just pins it to the building as it collapses.
Oh yeah, it tails whips it, like, oh shit. yeah, we finally get like our scene of like it finally fighting.
Yeah.
Like it's showing us it's still a little bit covered. It gave us the mystery of it.
Yeah.
But I like it. But yeah, it tail whips it into a building and pretty much knocks it the fuck out. It's dead. And then it goes to the female and I don't know if you call that CPR, but it ain't coming back.
No. Like, it does it so much that its neck starts to erode. You're like, Jesus Christ.
It's the best fucking thing, though. It, like, opens its mouth and atomic breaths into it. I'm like, oh, it's like burping into somebody's mouth. It's sick.
And then after Godzilla's like, alright, guys, I'm sleeping. Like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
he just passes out. Everybody kind of just... Oh, by the way, there was this whole bomb thing, like, it was about to blow up.
Yeah.
And you have, like, X amount of minutes. So... Aaron Taylor Johnson's character has to like bring it onto a boat, send it off,
Yeah.
and let it blow up in the ocean. I don't know what fucking effects that'll have
Right.
on the ecosystem, but alright.
Sure. I mean, Batman did it, and I guess Gotham turned out fine. Who knows?
We don't know.
Yeah. And then Godzilla wakes up from his nap and he's like, alright, guys, I'm going back to the depths of the ocean.
Whenever you need me. and I love it how everybody is just kind of like, alright, I guess this is the good one, right?
Like he said, dark night. Sure.
he's a hero we deserve, but just don't need right now.
Alright, especially in San Francisco.
But yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson's character gets reunited with his wife and kid, and they're happy. Godzilla goes back into the ocean. We have this thing called Monarch. Everyone like, woo.
Like the shield of this, honestly, up and down universe where it's like Godzilla and then King Kong and then Godzilla 2 and then Kong versus Godzilla, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and we got 2 new ones that are coming up. So
yeah, exciting times. But yeah, what would you rate Godzilla 2014?
2014. I would say I do like it when the monsters fight and I get to see it. But this one was... like, around that time, it kind of left me to my imagination majority of the time.
Yeah.
And I kind of appreciate that it didn't show that much until the end.
Yeah.
And it was a fun time. Sure, it was mostly people instead of Godzilla, but it was alright. I would give this one a solid 7 out of 10. Like, I do like the concept of like them not teasing us until the end of like what these fights could look like, and I love the scope that they gave us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish they showed more fights.
Yeah.
Less people. I wish they would stop doing that altogether. Like, look, I don't really care about 11 from Stranger Things all that much anymore. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, Millie Bobby Brown, you're great though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. It's a good movie. I like this one. It gets better from here. The second one's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Same with Kong Skull Island. We're like, look, dog, I like Sam Jackson. What's next is the next person, but I'm just here to see gorilla wreck Chinooks, and that's about it. I don't care about. Oh, I have PTSD. Like, man, I'm here to see gorilla. Stop it.
I'm here to see monkey.
Yeah.
Give me monkey.
You know what? If we ever did Skull Island, I would rate it the same, which is a 7, because again, the problem of like I'm here for the fights, not the people. I kind of care about Aaron Taylor Johnson just because he's main character. All right, that's about it, and he's a good main character. Not the best, not the worst, just average.
Yeah.
And like again, everyone on the internet was like, "Oh shit, it's Heisenberg versus Godzilla," and then it became it's lesser Quicksilver versus Godzilla. Shit.
Yeah. Godzilla.
Godzilla. But yeah, it's a good movie. The best part is showing the scale of Godzilla from the airport to the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, all right, Godzilla's the biggest thing on the planet. Fuck.
You mess.
Yeah. And that's all I have to say. A good movie, good popcorn movie, essentially, and yeah. Anything else you want to say about Godzilla 2014?
No, I think I've said all that had to be said, and it was just a fun time.
Hopefully, we get to do the second one, which is way better in my opinion. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Agreed.
But yeah, that's been our video on Godzilla 2014. Please leave a like on our videos, subscribe to the channel, and ding the bell icon to get notified of when we upload next. We're also on TikTok and Spotify. Spotify to hear us on the go, TikTok to see our best and funniest moments, and also our trailer reactions. I am not on any social medias, but this gentleman is.
You can find at JohnGM _ on Instagram. It is my account.
And for the next lineup, we'll start with something also nuclear and radiant and kawabangi. I don't know how to describe it, but
Alright. I got you.
Until then, we will see you there. Bye, guys.
Ciao.